Hey, what's up, everybody? It's the Swinging Bull here, joined by Miss LilyStar, and this is Market Recap. We do this every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern, and kind of just go over how the week started and how the day was today, and that kind of thing. How you doing today, Lily? Good to see you.
Doing good, Bull. Good to see you too.
All
Thanks for
right,
having
nice.
me. And
Yeah,
how are we doing today?
absolutely.
I mean, from what I noticed, Bull, things seem to be popping off today.
Oh yeah, yep. I got the SPY chart pulled up right now, and very nice uptrend going on for short term. Actually, I can probably zoom out a little bit more.
I want to
Go
say that it
ahead.
was at the top of my trend line that I had for it. Like it's getting close to that, the spy.
Yeah. Yeah, for I mean a shorter term trend here,
Yeah.
which is what happened today. Got the line right there. It never did go below that trend line for today.
Nice run.
Yep, and stayed above VWAP all day. There's VWAP right there.
Well
So
above VWAP.
yeah, nice, great bullish day today. SPY was up 2.7% to close the day out for the regular session. And in after hours, they're up 0.2%. So continuing to gain a little bit in after hours here. As far as the bigger picture's concerned, here's the heat
Oh
map
wow.
here. Nice and bright green, as you can see. It's kind of
Been a
blinding my
while since
face
I've
right
seen
now.
days like that.
I mean, everything was green except for Johnson and Johnson. They were down about a 1.5
Well,
percent there.
I know they
But
have earnings this week. Do they have earnings today or do you know?
let's see. Let's put it up real quick. J&J.
Maybe that's what was going on.
Yeah, so they did exact opposite of what the market did today. And as far as news go, let's see if anything here. Okay, so it looks like they yeah, they did have earnings today, Lily. You're
Uh,
absolutely right. And what they did was Johnson and Johnson cut their 2022 guidance for the rest of the year, which is going to they're saying it's basically going to underperform their sector, and also their profit growth was diluted by the dollar's strength, and that's what we see, especially with the Fed interest rates being increased lately. When the rates go up, the dollar gets stronger. Okay, because that means
yeah.
you can loan out a dollar, and it's worth more money when they pay it back because the interest rates higher. So that's kind of why J&J is down today. Mainly, I think because they cut the rest of their guidance for the rest of the year. So
Yeah, I'm
they
sure the shareholders weren't thrilled with that news.
Exactly. So some people probably took profits, maybe in some longer positions that they were holding, and a lot of selling going on for Johnson and Johnson today because they cut the guidance. But other than that, I mean, it's just super green
Beautiful
today.
day. Yeah.
Unbelievable. I love it. Like it's making me think about Christmas or
Uh,
something. We got Google up 4.29%. Facebook was up over 5%. Microsoft up 2%. Apple up 2.67. Amazon up 3.9. Tesla up 2%. I mean, these are huge companies here,
they are.
and pretty big gains there. Um, IBM kind of sticking out like a sore thumb here, right?
Yeah, I saw
They,
that.
they were down 5.25%. Let's see what happened with IBM. Be
I
good
think
to
they
look at
also
why
had
they're
earnings today.
okay.
Might have
Let's
been pre-market.
see. Yeah, okay. So they sold off. It started in after hours yesterday, and then obviously today,
Or
right when the
maybe it
bell
was
rang.
yesterday after close. I'm not sure. I know they had earnings. I'm pretty sure they had earnings this week.
Yeah, we can look
Yeah,
at
I
it
looked at it. I
here.
think it hit today.
Yeah, it did. They got lots of news that were released on them today. Lots of price target cuts. So lots of price targets are being decreased,
Yep.
and that it just wasn't good for them today. They did have earnings, and I think all these price cuts coming in is kind of why they sold off a little bit. We usually see that when we get the price target cuts on them. And some analysts are worrying about slowing growth and rising risks. So it looks like their earnings were actually pretty solid, according to this news report that came out about 4 hours ago.
Okay.
IBM stock drops. Here, I'll just let me go back here. IBM stock drops. Where was that at? Despite solid results. So their earnings were, it looks like they were pretty solid, but analysts are worried about slowing growth and rising risks. So that's kind of sums
Yeah.
up why the little sell off on IBM today, down over 5%. So very interesting. But, other than that, just a solid day. So do you think we're going to see some continuation? What do you think on the SPY?
I don't know, like, especially on the SPY, like it's at the top of my channel. If it breaks out of that, if it can get past that 393 and hold, I think it's 393.57, something, I can't remember.
Yeah, around
And if it can
393, some
hold,
change. Yeah.
yeah, then maybe, because we're getting to the upper channel of that. But for SPY, we're going to have to see it like break out. I want to say it's around the 409 area. We're going to have to see it reclaim that and hold and keep going up to reverse this pattern that it's in. We're still in a downtrend, even though we've had a couple, last few has been a beautiful days,
Right.
And really, if you look at it, like what you're seeing right there here recently, this is all sideways action. It might be
Right.
a lot of up and downs there, the volatility and stuff, but we're still sideways.
Yeah.
So it has to continue to break out and hold, or we're coming back down to revisit the lower parts of that channel.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. And I'll talk about kind of that channel that you're talking about. I'll draw that out here in a second.
Yeah.
What I was looking at was the bigger picture on the daily, which
Yep.
we got this downtrend it's been in since March 29th. The end of March we had that little bull run there, which was nice to see at the time.
Oh,
We
I
hit
went
the
back
high
further
of,
than that. I want to say I went
yeah.
back to January for the downtrend I was looking at, like the
Yeah, I
overall. I
mean,
think it was from the high.
Yeah, I mean, see, the thing with the downtrend from the 476 here is it kind of broke out of that downtrend in late March. So that kind of downtrend, I wouldn't put a lot of weight to that. The downtrend I'm looking at is from March.
I
This is what
see.
we're
I
looking
see.
at here. And we did break out of it today. And I did see Big Quench in options chat today,
Yeah, I did
who
too.
pointed this out. Yeah, he said, we kind of broke over this short, kind of a midterm downtrend. We broke out of it today. So tomorrow we'll be looking for a retest. And Quench
Yeah,
is
we have to
calling.
hold that.
Yep, Quench is calling for maybe the next level could be 409, 410 area, which would be right here. I'll go ahead and draw this out here, which is going to be kind of the bottom right here is going to be resistance. So it's exactly where Quench said, right around the 409. I'll go ahead and make that darker, make it red. For the rest of this week, we broke out of this downtrend. We'll be looking for a possible retest, or it could just keep running all the way up to this 409. But if we do get a retest, we'll look for a bounce and then up to this 409 area that Quench was pointing out earlier. That's what I see as the upside.
Yeah.
The downside is, of course, we're going to fall back into this channel that you, Lily, were talking about earlier, which if we go to the 1 hour chart here, I'll kind of go back here. And just to make it a little bit more clear, here I'll draw this kind of where we've been trading at for the past couple weeks, like you were
Yeah,
saying,
been so
Lily.
sideways.
Yeah, I'll make this a different color. We'll make this yellow, and then I'll put another one down here, which is kind of where we've been hitting there. Go ahead and make that yellow. So this is kind of where we've been trading, right? Exactly what you were saying before.
Yep.
Up and down. It's just trading in this channel here. We'll be looking for a retest of this downtrend, this blue downtrend line. If it pops back below that, well, we're right back in this channel again, right? But interesting to look at.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I think we get continuation because we've kind of broke out of this midterm downtrend level here.
I want to see it over the 393 and looking healthy. And
yeah,
then I'll be a little bit more.
Yeah, this yellow line I just drew out, that's exactly what you just said, 393. Boom, right there. So you're absolutely right. I would love to get above, to
Yes.
stay above 393
Yes.
tomorrow.
Yes.
And if we can stay above 393 tomorrow, it looks like we probably have another point of interest around 402. I'll make this yellow as well. So we got another point of interest right here that formed about the second week of June. Kind of built this little plateau here in extended hours. That's going to be a level of interest. So yeah, if we can break that 393 level that you're talking about, Lily, I definitely see us coming up to 402
I mean, I would
50
feel more
area.
cozy in that area for sure. If
Yeah.
and even if it wanted it to break over it, keep retesting it, but as long as we're seeing the buyers step in there, then I would be looking for it to definitely try to, even if it went sideways for a little while, but make a new channel and start trending back up.
Yeah, that would be nice.
It
Maybe
would.
maybe it makes a new channel and starts trading between 393 and 403. That's a
Yeah.
good
And then we
ten
get a
dollar range
breakout,
right there.
you
Yeah,
know.
and then get a breakout to the upside, and then go to Quench's level around 409, 410. So that's basically what I'm seeing on the SPY right now. Don't really need any fancy Fibonacci's or anything like that.
No,
These
I know.
levels they're pretty clear.
It
I
is
mean,
very clear.
yeah, I mean, exactly what you pointed out, though. We draw out this channel it's been trading in for the past couple of weeks, and then so we got two levels there, and then a little level around 402.50, and then right below where it was trading at earlier in June.
Yeah,
There's going to be some resistance there at this red mark. So
for sure.
that's 409, 410. So that's what I'm seeing right now. What were you watching today? Anything in
Well,
particular? Or
I'm just going to say I'll be interested to when we get back on here next Tuesday to relook at this. So
yeah,
if you
absolutely. To
can't
see
just
how we
leave those,
did, right?
yeah, if you could just leave those lines there, I want to look at it again, just see what happened and
Yeah.
how closely it followed to that, or did it come back down to the channel? Um, Me personally, no, I mean, I've been looking at the market. Yes, I absolutely saw that we were moving up, and just about everything had a really good day.
Hmm.
But I was over. I'm not gonna lie, I was up on the OTC markets and
Yeah. Yeah, of
playing over
course.
there. I was
Sure.
actually watching Voyager. I was trying to get a call out done for Voyager because it's going through bankruptcy right now.
Right.
And I had written the call out for 14.5, and two green bars hit me as I'm typing it up, and next thing I know, we're at 17 cents.
Oh,
It moved all
wow.
the way to like 23.9. So
Oh, wow.
I
Yeah, that's a
missed
great
it.
gain there.
Yeah, but it was so volatile. I couldn't call it after that. I mean, I felt comfortable at 14.5,
Yeah.
especially with it being a bankruptcy play. So, I put the information out there for anybody that wants to trade it over there in Titan on the
Yeah.
OTC side. But crypto's not going anywhere, and I don't know if Voyager is going to go anywhere. I mean, there could be some more bad news. It might be a little rocky,
Right.
but it's fell substantially. It went all the way down to 7 cents when it hit the OTC market.
Yeah, I mean, crypto's been on a tear lately, to be
Exactly.
honest
That's
with
the
you.
other thing.
Yeah, I mean, here's the Bitcoin chart here. Look at this thing. It's just
Yeah,
been on a monster
been
run.
doing really
Uh,
good.
yep. I mean, this is the 1 hour chart here. And I mean, I can go to
Wow.
the 4 hour to get a better picture. Oh, look, I got some fibs already right there. So yeah, we hit that low of 17.5,
Yep.
back in June. So about 1 month ago, we hit that 17.5. Kept trying to break above this fib line. Tried to break above it once, twice, couldn't hold it. Tried a third time, got through it, couldn't hold it again. I guess the fourth time is the charm because here's the fourth time, and then now we're hanging out right around this 23,000 area, which is the
Yep.
38% fib line from the most recent sell off from 32,000.
You'll have to
So
forgive me, Bull. I don't trade crypto. Like, where are you looking at that chart right now? What
this
platform
is
are
all
you?
Webull actually.
Okay, so that's Weeble. So
Yep.
do like all the crypto charts have the purple and green and blue because they're so much prettier.
Yeah, yeah, it
That's
does
what
look
I'm noticing.
prettier.
It's
Yeah, yeah.
prettier.
So they make the crypto candles a little different. I'm pretty sure you could probably edit the color of the candles, but I like to leave it like this. That way,
I
it's
mean, you
just
could
like you
definitely
said.
tell you're not looking at the stock market, in my opinion. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't know if the other platforms look like that, but when I see some charts, those are the candles I see. They're purple and blue and all that. And I'm like,
Yep.
wow, that's really pretty. And
I love it.
maybe,
It's appealing to the eye, you know.
yeah,
And,
I got to start trading. I haven't gotten to that market yet, and I'm working on it.
yeah.
I don't think it's going anywhere.
Oh, it's
Not
definitely
sure
not
what's going to
going anywhere.
happen here.
Yeah.
Not sure, Bitcoin might come on down, Ethereum starts pushing up. I do know that those are two pretty solid ones to have if
Yeah.
you are interested in the crypto markets. Is that ETH? Yeah,
Yeah, this is Ethereum here, and kind of similar chart to Bitcoin.
yeah.
They kind of follow each other a little bit. Sometimes Ethereum has a little bit bolder move sometimes, maybe because it's priced a lot less than Bitcoin.
Sure.
But that's why I brought up the Bitcoin chart was because you were talking about Voyager.
Yeah, the
So I was
Voyager.
like, yeah, I was like taking a peek up, you know?
Well, it's just like, with Voyager, yeah, they're in bankruptcy, but here's the thing. You got Mara, Mara,
Yeah,
and some of the other ones that do, they're into the crypto space, being it mining or whatever it is. And those companies are doing really well too.
yeah,
So
definitely.
that's why I really wanted to get a call out for Voyager, but it didn't happen. So I've just been chatting about it, trying to educate anybody that is interested in trading it, and just knowing the risk.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
anyway, sorry
no,
to
that's okay.
take you off track.
No, you're good. I mean, that's what we're here to talk, you know, and there'll be another opportunity with Voyager. I'm
We'll
certain of
keep an
that.
eye on
So,
it. We'll see. Right
yeah,
now, we
yeah.
have a bid on 20 cent side for like 200 and something thousand on the sale for the ask,
Oh,
and
wow.
so I won't touch it because I'm like, uh, if they don't pull that, we can't get past it with the volume we have right now. So we'll
Right.
see.
Yeah, absolutely. I got the VIX pulled up now. Let me go to the
Oh,
daily
that's a good
chart
one
of
to talk
VIX.
about.
Yeah, because we had a nice bullish day today, and
We
definitely like to
did.
see the VIX is coming back down to some more appealing levels as far as leap options go. I'm probably going to be putting some more leap option alerts out. I just want VIX a little more closer to 20 because
Yeah,
VIX
I
is
would too.
this is what VIX has been doing, though. It's kind of been in a channel of its own, and it goes to like 23, 24,
And back up.
and yeah, and lately it's been just going, from the mid 20s to 30. Of course, we had this big spike up here to 35 on the VIX, but I mean, it keeps doing this. The
It
mid
could look
20s to the
better.
30.
It really could look better, especially if
I,
your
I
longer
want,
plays and your
yeah.
swings and your leaps. I would like it. I would like to see it around 20 and below.
Yeah, I mean, this was COVID right here. I mean,
Yeah,
pre-COVID, VIX should be in the teens. Okay,
exactly.
VIX should be between. I think a healthy VIX is like 11 to maybe 20, 11 to 20, and that's what it was kind of trading in before COVID hit. All of a sudden, COVID hits.
Yeah, and it's been a little
Obviously,
crazy.
yeah, I mean, and not just it's from what the lockdowns and COVID caused. All the free money they were giving out, and just
Oh
printing
yeah,
money, and the supply chain issues, and now we're in inflation issues. So you could
yeah.
just see how volatile the VIX
It's
is.
still there. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I want it below 20. Once it gets below 20, I'll start alerting some leap options. But until that happens, you can alert a leap option if the VIX is in the mid 20s. And then what happens? Well, the VIX goes back up to 30, or even
yeah,
above 30, and now your leap option's down, 40, 50%.
yeah. It's not looking as
So
good as it did when you took it.
yeah, exactly.
And that's the whole thing with going long or taking swings. And it's just like right now, we've had a lot of opportunities. So what usually how I do it, because nobody's going to call a bottom. That's impossible. If you
Yeah,
did call it, you got lucky. We really don't know, and there's a lot of variables right now.
I
So
agree.
when you see these opportunities or bigger companies really like for long, and I mean really long, that's where we do the DCA, the dollar cost averaging.
Right.
And so, the ones you really like and you really believe in, once a month, you have a buy or how much you would like to get in for that particular stock or equity or ETF, whatever it may be,
Right.
because you're looking at the future, you know.
Hmm.
And of course, if it gets really cheap, I don't know. Maybe you start backing up the truck then. I don't know. Maybe you go find
Yeah,
some
no,
money somewhere and add more to it. But
yeah,
these are your conviction plays,
yeah. Basically, retirement alerts, blue chip companies,
Yeah, yeah.
things that have good business models, good balance sheets, that kind of thing. I
Exactly.
love
You
those
got to
kind
have
of
a
stuff.
plan for that.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, I mean, looking at the sector information, everything in the positive. The sector that led the pack today was communication services. We can actually, so we got the top three: communication services, industrials, and energy. It's nice seeing all this green
What's
here.
our oil prices sitting at now? Once you get finished with this, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I was just
no,
curious, like, what's oil doing right now?
yeah, we can look
Since
at,
things are looking a little bit happier in the market.
yeah, I like looking at the futures market to check
Yeah.
oil, crude oil, and stuff like that. So you
Okay.
literally just Google futures, and I use CNN.com. I think has the best data there, and we can go to. I think they're gonna have. Yep, it's gonna be down here. Commodities. WTI crude oil is about $103 a barrel.
Wow.
Brent crude's at 107 a barrel.
Huh.
Oil actually dropped below $100 a barrel recently, and it looks
Yeah.
like it's climbing back up now,
Well,
right?
that's what I was expecting. Like, since we're
Yeah.
doing so well in the market, I was expecting that to be falling,
Mhm.
but that's not what we're seeing here.
Yeah, it's
So,
kind of going
I
up
mean,
with everything else.
so that gives me a little pause too, because
It's something to think about.
usually it is,
Hmm.
and
Absolutely.
doesn't mean it's always, but usually this
Yeah,
is how those
yeah,
things work.
yeah. That was a good call. I actually I missed seeing oil go above $100 a barrel again.
I did
So
too.
I'm glad you said
I
that
think I was
because
just assuming.
yeah, yeah. No, I mean, I got some Oxy in my retirement account, so I
Nice.
should probably take a look at
Yeah, she
there.
takes a
And
look at that.
yeah,
For sure,
let's
for
look.
sure.
Another thing I wanted to check before we got off here. I want to
Okay.
look at the economic calendar and see what we got this week.
Oh yeah.
So yesterday we had building permit data be released, and the previous read was 1.7 million building permits. The median forecast was 1.68, so they were actually forecasting a decline on building permits. Um, Actually came in a little bit above that, but still less than the previous report. So this just kind of gives you an indication that new home developers and new home builders, they're kind of flat, but somewhat on the decline as far as getting permits for new developments and stuff like that. Interesting data there.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we have existing home sales. I'm going to be watching that number. The previous readout was 5.41 million. They're actually expecting the forecast to be 5.36 million, which would be a decline in existing home sales. So I'll be interested to see what that's going to be reported tomorrow at 10 a.m. And we'll check back on that. I think the big one for this week is going to be the jobless claims, and that's Thursday at
Okay.
8, yeah, Thursday at 8:30 in the morning. So basically Thursday before the bell rings, pre-market. We got the
Okay.
jobless claim, so Thursday could be a little bit of a volatile day. Previous read was 244,000 for jobless claims. They're forecasting 240,000, which would be a decrease in jobless claims, which would be good.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens on Thursday. If it comes into the low 200,000, that could be a good catalyst for a nice bull day on Thursday, depending on what these numbers are going to be on Thursday. So just
Yeah.
some things to be on the lookout for. What do you think about that?
No, I absolutely agree. And that's the thing, with inflation, the numbers we just got with our CPI data,
Mhm.
they were expecting, I think it was what, 8.9, something like that, came in at 9.1. And the market reacted a little bit, and now it doesn't seem like the market cares at
Right.
all.
Yeah.
And that concerns me as well because, I have heard, I was anticipating the Fed tightening maybe even up to 100 points or
Right.
one whole point. So, or 1%, I guess that's what you'd say. That's
Yeah,
the right way to
1%.
say it.
Sure.
1%.
Yeah.
Anyway, So, but here lately, I'm hearing they might lax it and do just a 0.75. And all of a sudden, it sounds like they're talking like all this is fine and the problems are being resolved. And I think that may play into why we're seeing all these green bars here lately.
Yeah.
Um, and to be honest, they've gotten it wrong the last 4 or 5, 9 times or whatever they've talked about it. So that's
Yeah.
really concerning to me.
Hmm.
The other thing that I want to point out, and I have no idea how you look at it on the charts, I just look it up through Google and stuff, is the 2-year yield rate is still climbing.
Right.
I want to say our 3 months even climbing, like it's catching up to the rest of them. These are also other things to be concerned about. Um, when they're climbing and going up like this, the markets usually are not.
Yeah.
So
So
we could just be on a nice rally here.
yeah, I mean, so what you're talking about is kind of the
Yes.
bonds and the
Yes.
and interest rates, which is basically the yields on the treasury notes.
Yes.
So the 2 year actually went up a little bit today by 0.02%. And then the 10 year actually went up as well. So good. That's a good thing that you pointed out there is the yields are creeping up a little bit.
Yes.
And usually when the yields go up, stocks go down, right?
That's right. So maybe
So
we're on a rally. Who knows? But just I wanted to put it out there so everybody else is aware.
yeah, the yield.
I don't want anybody to be like, yes, buy it, buy it, buy it to the moon, and then there's a rug pull, or oh, we didn't expect this, or it was worse than we anticipated kind of news, which is usually what happens. They're going to give you the fluff. They're never going to give you the rough part of the
Sure.
story.
Yeah.
So I just want to be real. And don't get me wrong, if there's opportunity here, absolutely take it. But
Yeah.
we will see how it plays out.
Yeah. And I just pulled up the Google chart. Yeah, they just did their forward
After their
split.
split, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
look at the little tiny bars down here.
I
It might
see.
be there we go, 15 minute. That works a little bit better. So yeah, they did they hit a low of 109.30, and
Okay.
then after their split, they hit a low of 109.30, and then today had a pretty decent recovery
Yeah,
today.
beautiful day.
Yeah, and our premium section actually played Google puts
Hmm.
yesterday.
Nice.
So it was after the Ford split, the Ford split became active on yesterday, July
Yeah, it
18th,
was.
in
Yep,
pre-market.
yesterday.
Yep, and you know what happened was it's usually we see this after the Ford splits, is we get a sell-off after the split. So the Ford split took place in pre-market yesterday. Our premium section called out Google puts, and they nailed some great profit. I think some of the
Oh
alerts
yeah,
hit 100, 200% on the option side there. And then I want to say
beautiful.
they just turned it around today, and we had some Google calls get alerted today after we hit that low yesterday. So
Play it up
total,
and down.
yeah, play it down yesterday, up today, and Google was up 4.3% basically. So nice run on Google to
It's a good
recover
day.
after their little sell off after the Ford split there. So you got any
We'll
final thoughts?
just see how the rest of the week plays out. Are we going to see a green heat map all week and everything just goes, or are we kind of getting extended right now? We'll
Yeah,
find out. But just be aware of where we're sitting at, and let's see SPY over that 393 and holding,
and hold
holding,
it.
holding, holding, and
I
then we'll
totally
we'll
agree.
talk again.
Yeah, good stuff there, Lily. I appreciate it. So yeah, I totally agree with you. That's what I'm going to be looking for tomorrow, especially in pre-market, and then of course during the regular session. If we can stay above this 393 and hold it, I'm confident we'll see continuation. Probably what was that other level I had marked out here? We'll probably get continuation to the 402 area, 403
402.
area. Yeah,
Yep.
so that's what I'll be watching tomorrow. It's about 5:30 p.m. Eastern. I'll go ahead and wrap up the stream. Appreciate everyone joining us. I'm going to go teach a Penny Boy University stock and options education course that we offer in our premium section. And for those watching this on YouTube, we do have a link to join our free Discord in the description, and that's where you can get started with us.
Yeah, you guys come see us.
Absolutely. We'll see you guys next Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern. Thanks, y'all. See you later.
Thanks, Will.